Spend the night at the pizza place and survive on the murderous take. Running high, stay a step ahead, or you might end up falling dead.
What should I do today? This should be good. Hello everyone, how's it going? I'm Cambodia, so you don't have to. So, today we'll be reviewing Paws of Fury, the Legend of Hate. Without further ado, let's review Paws of Fury. The movie opens with Ichigo planning for the Shogun to arrive for show his new inventions. So,
You have big balls.
so Ichigo is planning to get rid of Kakamicho. They all for make his plans work. Meanwhile, at Kakamicho, basically the citizen, as a basically amateur here, sees that there's bandits coming. So she goes towards the town, and while the kids go to town, while she gets the samurai. Which the samurai agrees to stop these bandits.
I've got this. I know exactly what to do. Samurai! We're coming for you! Bring it on, bandits!
So the samurai takes off with the sword, leaving everyone in a panic. How did that mean the next day, which they sent across a new samurai to Shogun, which he was to help. So, in a way, the Shogun is going to agree to send
An urgent tweet from Kakamucho?
a samurai to Kakimicho. Led to the folk of Ikachu, where he has a plan.
But what can that plan be? Why am I asking you?
Maybe you're asking the right person. Besides, you're basically like me, so. So Ikachu plans to have a worse samurai while Hank is the person back to execute. So Ikachu plans to send Hank to the Kakamicho, which the cat said when he arrived did not like him at first, except for Emiko. The appears when he tried telling the son was a dog, but they wouldn't listen.
Kakamucho.
No, that's allowed. How's that possible? Here's when they're times in shock, because, the dog is in the samurai. See, this is one where I would react if I was to see this. Where I wouldn't be as shocked, but I would be friends. So this would send them to be in hostile mode. Alright, so after he meets Emiko, Hank goes to Samurai house where he meets Jinbo. And he eventually, meets, gets you talk it out with the
Sword still on the wrong side.
My eyes are up here.
Ooh, that is embarrassing.
Oh! Right in the eye. Interesting choice, using your face to block those punches. I wouldn't have considered that.
Yeah, well, what do you know?
Enough not to get my butt kicked.
I gotta get some samurai training.
So after he explains, after he explains about, how he got here, although Jinbo refuses to train, really want to train him. That gets Hank upset and really believe. So Emma convinces him as a Jimbo to train Hank, which has a crocodile. So the next day, Hank and Jimbo
Why
sign
do
a
we need a
contract
contract?
for all the samurai elves for training. That's a good one. Anyway, so Jimbo and Hank train the next 3 days or so. Which this has gotten, Pikachu more upset because not something like that, but he's like falling behind on trying to press the sugar. So his plan is failing to try to get rid of the rest of the Kakamisha. So he is planning to, so he decides to say sumo to the town in order to, try to disrupt it, scale the citizens, but so he decides to fight him, which, he was a mommy being managed to get his mouth, choking him, leading to Hank to win the battle. So later that night, Hank celebrates victory. Although Jimbo tells him not to get popularity go to his head. The next day or so, that's when we get to see Emiko and, and Hank.
Looks like me.
It will always remind you of who you are.
Jimbo comes to base take back to training.
Besides, I deserve a break for taking care of Sumo. I mean, just look at him.
Yeah, Hank, I'm pretty sure you're too cool with this. So. What? After the argument, Ikachi shows up to invite Hank to a nightclub to distract him from his plans. Anyway, so Hank goes to a nightclub with Ikachi, and although he abandons his training, that call led to the destruction of Kakamicho, which Hank unknowingly knows of Ikachi's plans of restoring time and getting rid of residents. When he came back, he found a bike town. He wanted to charge him to apologize to Jimmy, but they had a heated argument, and the citizens were very mad at him, like furious. So Emiko tells him to go away, which he does and leaves. So he manages to, find an origami version of him, and he decides to go back to make amends. So he goes to Pastor Jimbo and to free some singers, and he tries to eventually escape Jimbo, but Jimbo stayed behind. So when Hank goes back to town, he tries to apologize and for wanting to make it up for what he's done. Which got him to do this.
Now, what do you say? Life is short, and this movie is only 85 minutes long, not including end credits. So we have to hurry. If we're gonna save this town, we have to find a way beyond judging each other strictly on.
Wow, I really messed up there. I guess I had to make a mess with the town. Yep, you sure did.
Now, what do you say? Life is short, and this movie is only 85 minutes long, not including end credits. So we have to hurry. If we're gonna save this town, we have to find a way beyond judging each other strictly on.
He took the words right out of my mouth and made them big and confusing. So he came up with a plan to make a origami version of the town, which is part of the version of a fake town. They are to trick Iguchi's army. So so the army is far from it. But Owen figures out that they've been tricked. So he decides to come up with another part plan, which Which earlier, Ichiro tries to aim for the dynamite but ends up shooting the bird. So Hank decides to, use an arrow to actually, salvage the dynamite. During that, they salvage the battle, which the Shogun shows up to question it. Ichiro tries to arrest Hank for the Shogun, but he wanted to try to get rid of the town, which he tries to eat the Shogun, but he, but Jimbo tells him what he's really planning. Which, in fact, earlier in the movie, when Hank had Jimbo talking, Jimbo used to be a former samurai to the Shogun, which he made a mistake by naming. So many years, during the movie, Hank and Jimbo was to make amends with the Shogun. And when Ikachu Olga exposes Ikachu's plans accidentally, Ikachu makes a run for it, leaving him and Hank to battle on the giant jade toilet. And that was also something it exploded in a flood. So Hank and Jimbo goes back to the town to, to warn them, which they to build a channel to divert the water alongside the town, which they see. They had trust extra friends from the passing river. But after that, the Shogun is suppressed and enforced Jimbo as a samurai. Although although Hank Jr. told him when she was unaware that he appointed Hank as a samurai. So the movie ends with Jimbo and Hank touring on their own time. So that was Positive Theory. So I think it's a great film. I really enjoyed that. So and it's one of my favorite films. So I have. What do you think, Hank? Yeah, I basically started the movie. So yeah. So in meaning of to celebrate the 1 year anniversary of the movie, I'm going to do this, review. So yeah, thanks, buddy. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this review. And see you all next time.